We can close doors without windows opening. Oh man, I just thought of a great idea. Dude, that's crazy. Why do cars have power windows but houses don't? You know what I mean? I just invented power windows for houses. I should have been an inventor. It's unbelievable. I have no idea what he's talking about. We can close doors without windows opening, so very nice. Plus no ganja smoking neighbors. Dude. He moved to a non-ganja neighborhood. Ganja free. Does your house really have power windows? So the previous games were blitz. This is rapid. He's a little higher rated. They're the same. My opponent has gotten stronger, I guess. He was away from the stream for a long time. I'm not happy with the way I'm playing. Yesterday I had some interesting games, but my overall play isn't great. Dark Go Chess. He is Rocker Chess 11. Rocker Chess, I'm not playing you rated. You guys can just cancel the rated challenges. I guess I'm gonna have to like specify that. Man, we're getting a ton of like rated 10-0 challenges for some reason. Are they all like the same person? Alright, let me make it clear. Let's see. I usually put casual out there in the... Dude, what is this doing? Where the hell is my text properties? I'm just gonna like put casual in caps because people just aren't getting it. No, I never play rated challenges here. Do I look crazy to you? Where did he go? He like left? He spent 2 minutes on this position? Am I lagging? He just like spent 2 minutes here. Oof. 94, 94, pawn d4, 94, 94. Bishop g2, knight f5, pawn takes pawn, king takes g2. Slightly better for white based on structure. Subs get first challenges. We don't have any subscribers really here today. No, Arsenal stepped up. Yeah, I have 2 hours to play, so I really can't do like, you know, longer than... I shouldn't do longer challenges than like 7-3 or 7+3. He suddenly decided to trade queens after thinking for like 2 minutes on one move. Unmod. Can we mod? Oh man. I'll never unmod you. Dude, that's it. Once you're a mod forever. never unmod you. Haha. Perma mod. He tricked me into making a mod. Why do I trust him? I don't know. I like trading queens. Look at Arsenal fan. Flashing the mod style. Mod styles. I'll make him great again. Universe, sandbox. Rocker chess, Smart John. Hirthika chess. Yes. Yes. No. Oh no, wait. I can take this. Right, you're Smart John. Interesting. Good understanding. I don't know whether you call it understanding or calculation. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Is it understanding? Luck? Brilliance? Just sheer calculation. That's crazy. I mean, he was like completely on the right track and then didn't execute. Very strange. You know what happens if I play bishop takes d5, right? Arsenal. That was one of the first things I saw. Holy shit. Not Holmes. Wasn't he like queening? Oh man. Oh my gosh. Got no Wi-Fi. You're stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi. Borrowed the neighbor's Wi-Fi. Oh, mobile net. You're on your phone? Mobile internet? Man, I had mobile internet. That sucked. Black was better even later after the 91. Yeah, E4 is like double exclam. Equalizing at least. This is unbelievable. He sacks a clear pawn here, and has total compensation. That's a really shocking move. Watch this. Like, I expect black to play knight c6, you know, not to lose a pawn. But he just, like, drops the pawn. This is the engine move. It's unbelievable. All based on this. Rook a c8. He could play e4 right away, but it's not as good. So first he has to play rook a c8. Man, I never would have seen that with black. Well, I mean, I might have, but no guarantees. So now I'm just worse after bishop takes b2. I'm just lost my pawn back, and now black has the bishop pair. Please no begging. I take the challenges first subscribers first. No begging. Moderators first. Ooh, there was someone else I was gonna mod recently. I think it was, who was I thinking of modding? Who would make a good mod? Someone's sound, but he's just never here much. Oh no, not Arsenal fan. Arsenal mod. We gotta stay out of his wheelhouse. He's very strong in Roy Lopez. So that's a surprising move coming from a Roy Lopez player, no? Is he gonna play the Vienna suddenly? Wow. I don't particularly like this. this type of Vienna. If I play e5 here, so what do I do? This is rapid chess. 7+3 is the preferred time control. I'll consider those other ones. By the way, I just had 7 challenges drop to 2. I guess those people are expecting to play next. Okay. So. Just Video World, welcome. Oh, F4, yes, I've seen this before. Someone played this earlier. Huh. So G6 just leads to like a weird... You said moderators first. Yeah. It was just a coincidence that I made Arsenal fan a moderator. E5, right. Didn't someone play this against me a while back? I don't remember what happened. Well, I mean, Arsenal has to be like second in overall games. I mean, it's 200, it's 349. This is game 350. Lichess will restart in 10 minutes. Oh my god. The orange warning of death. Dude, it just said 10 minutes, now it says 9. That was 3 seconds ago. The message popped up. How could it be down to 9 minutes already? That's bullshit. That was the fastest minute of my life. What? Did you guys see that? It went down to 9 minutes? How does it go in 5 seconds down to 9 minutes? Knight takes. Knight b5. King takes. King cakes. Pressure on the e5 pawn may or may not be a serious problem. The bleep am I doing here? Oh, I have that move. You don't see it? How do you guys not see it? That's crazy. Oh, it's below the thing. But you must see it on your own screens, no? See there? Look. The message of death. Dun dun dun. But you must see it on your own screens. Doesn't it? Is it only showing like if you're playing a game or something? That's weird. Where is everybody? 8 minutes. Lichess will restart in 8 minutes. So what happens? Are they going to adjourn the games? Where the games are just lost to posterity? Does it just show on everyone's screen or not? Wait, what? Arsenal just goes with the flow. There's no time for goddamn calculation. Alright, I know that a lot of people like bullet chess and super fast chess. I understand, it's adrenaline. It's fun. I quit Blitz. I feel it's a waste of time. But I'm impressed continuously by Arsenal's ability to just play quickly and be practical and just trust his intuition all the time. Lichess will restart in 6 minutes, so this game will just be tossed in the trash. Sacking the exchange, the change. Change sack. Oh, that's so fancy. You see, that's what's amazing. Arsenal, like, you can't just do that intuitively. That had to be based on some sort of calculation. Right? I mean, seriously, here he has this huge choice between taking with the pawn, taking with the knight, or the text move, rook e1. But I guess maybe he didn't, right? Actually, he didn't, because if he takes with the pawn, I fork him. If he takes... Well, he takes with the knight, he could do that. He could have done knight takes, knight f2, rook e1, I guess. Not so simple. Still, I mean, you'd think you would at least, like, pause to think about it for a minute, no? I mean, for literally 5 seconds. He makes the move instantaneously. Knight takes f3. Just don't panic, man. You can have the knight back. It's alright. I'm not greedy. Did I miss something better, though? Compulsory. Compulsory fast moves. f5? He didn't even stop to think about bishop d3. Where's the fire, dude? Do you get a lot of speeding tickets? It's almost like he's trying to move as fast as humanly possible. Show off or something. I'm trying to get to the bottom of why Arsenal plays so quickly. You know, try to understand. I try to promote, like, thoughtfulness on my stream. And he's a bad example for playing too fast, like Asterbait. But you try to understand why people play so fast, you know? Is it that he's afraid to get in time pressure? Is it that he wants to be, like, really, really cool and look like a genius and have, like, 3 times as much time as the opponent? Is it because he has a psychological disorder? Is it because he plays bullet chess all day long and that's the only time control he can play? I don't think so. I mean, he's playing, you know, he's playing rapid. You know, he's playing other time controls, so it doesn't, like, the only plays bullet reason doesn't really add up, you know. I think he's just, he has an addictive personality, he has to move fast, I don't know. Or he's just actively trying to win on time. I don't know what the deal is. Or he probably, I like this. He wants enough time to think in the end game. He's trying to outrun the lichess restart. Maybe that's the best reason yet I can think of. This game is going to be, like, canceled because of the absurd lichess restart. Is that seriously gonna happen? God damn it! I should have played h5 first. I'm trying to incorporate more bad language into my streams. Sean Pinto says reasoning. So I like the theory of he probably wants more time to think. He wants enough time to think in the endgame. First of all, we're already in the endgame. I had a debate about that a while ago. So this is an endgame. That theory is a little weird. He should start thinking if he was saving time for the endgame. I'm very curious to see what happens in 52 seconds. Yeah. He's a disciplined time manager. Reconnecting. Dude, that was fast. Oof. The bad language, yeah, that's what I figured. Why not? Make the stream a little more colorful. Alright. But I think the problem with bad language is when people overdo it. You know, like, they use the F word every word. Then it's like, you know, you're using caps for every letter you write. Like, it doesn't have a sense when they're just constantly using bad language. It has no emphasis, you know what I mean? Well, Arsenal, you played fine. You had a cool position. I thought this was an interesting game. You feel like it felt like you were compelled to play fast, though. I was just curious why, because of the restart. Well, this had happened. Bishop d2, Johnny Hector. Is my king takes the correct recapture, by the way? No. Yes. Yes. Pop Shara versus Robert Marcus. New pop. So king takes is correct. I'm supposed to play e takes f4. King e7 right away. Wow. Now that's a cool idea. How does that work? Look at that. fe5, bishop takes e3. This is a cool variation. E takes f6, bishop takes f6. But still, my king is chilling in this. Some people would call it an endgame. We had a debate about this with Uber driver the other day. He was like trying to claim that there was some position where I traded queens. How was it? I traded queens and 2 sets of minor pieces. This is queens and 1 set of minor pieces, and I would consider it an endgame. But it was like another pair of pieces had been traded, and Uber driver was trying to call it a middle game. I was like, this is not a middle game. You know, we're in the endgame now. This is, my king is like parked for the endgame in the center of the board. Okay, Universe Sandbox and Kirthika Chess and Smart John. None of these players are subscribers, so we'll just take them in the order I got them. Yeah, no, Bishop e4 feels like black's alright. Did you see, like, the computer seems to like Bishop d3 better than your Bishop d2, but maybe exchanging pawns isn't good. Maybe f4 isn't good. I don't know. I would have a good look at that opening from your perspective. London system is banned.
No!
We gotta like prepare, prepare for the London system. Anti-London system. But most people who play the London system play like bishop f4. This is a pretty good player, 2209. He might not play the London system. Hopefully. Yawn. Oh, being on the phone, you couldn't see your time. You're just playing on the phone. Yeah, I forgot. Well, you should be able to see your time. Still. Well, at least on my phone, I can see my time. It depends on what kind of phone you have, I guess. Thank God for not... Yeah, thank you for not playing the London. Twitch widget. Ah. See, I've never used the Twitch widget on my phone. Twidget. It's just a Twidget. Yeah, I knew he was going to get the London system in. Just kidding. It's not really the London system. Okay, bishop f4. Arsenal mod. That way he can just ban himself. Did you put your ankle bracelet on or whatever it is? Mr. Coffee's going to be surprised when Arsenal is a mod. You can apply your own... You can put on your own monitoring bracelet. I found when you give Arsenal more power, he's happier that way, and he's less likely to be disruptive. Tough love doesn't work with Arsenal. You have to coddle him. Ooh, the early d5. How do I break this? Knight h5, anyone? I could just go for that bishop, right? Of course, there are complicating factors here. This is not, not automatically a good thing. I felt maybe he should play bishop g5. Feels like we have a London system player, a closet London system player. If I play c5, I mean, my bishop's on b7. I don't like it. It's not really a Benoni. know how much you love the Benoni. I mean, I still have problems here. I wanted to play c6. I was very close to playing c6 here. I'm still close to playing it. When, if, or but. Beer. The dark squares look horrendous for white. White square is not so bad. It looks like I might finally be able to play c6 without like some sort of bad thing happening. Of course, he can play d4 here, preventing it. No, then he drops his g5 pawn. Okay, it's unclear. No, he just drops the g5 pawn. He can't just do that. Put your bishops on long diagonals and take things. That's the whole strategy in a nutshell. Very simple. Scissor bishops. Edward Scissorhands. Pure Thika Chess challenge me to 10-0. Alright, I'll honor that challenge. Though I prefer to play with increment. I prefer 7-3 to 10-0. But I can kind of pretend it's the same thing. I don't want it to degenerate into bullet chess. So castling queenside in the Benoni. He's heading up the prep now to castle queenside. Boom. How do I put maximum pressure on white? Take c6. So my d6 pawn will be weak. So maybe I don't do it that way. Interesting. This also protects b2. White's seriously going to castle queenside. I mean, it is dangerous, but plausible. Plausibility. This is a bad move, probably. Maybe not. Maybe not, maybe that. I'm going to sack d5 in a lot of lines, probably, and then get mated. I mean, if I could open up the C file with him castling queenside. Are we sure that Arsenal is allowed to be a mod? Now you have newfound responsibility to behave yourself as a mod. Don't forget, Arsenal. To set a good example. Now, if you want to be unmodded, you're going to have to donate a large sum. Or someone will have to make a large donation on your behalf to be demodded. Firstly, this move I did not consider. Doesn't seem like the G-pawn really matters a whole lot. But it might have one little semi-relevant factor that I'm controlling the H1 square. So, you know, he can't put a rook on H1 without dropping it. Oh, G5's just hanging. I almost forgot. But this does look dubious for white. Still, it's not over. F4 is a good move. clearly. E5? I'm up an extra pawn. I mean, whatever. Wow, that is an unpleasant surprise. Which I overlooked. Earlier on, I was considering, doing this some stage. It seems like I really managed to screw this up. There is some question as to how bad I screwed it up. Knight e4, knight e4, bishop e4. Knight d6. Interesting. I screwed this up pretty bigly. Totally missed knight b5. I mean, I have to be careful, like a6 or something. But, he castles queenside, it's still a little murky. e5 was a bad move. I might still be better. But I'm kind of thinking, nah. Not really sure. I think I fully screwed it up. So it's degenerating into a blitz game. Blue's seemed to add a tactic here with bishop takes b2. But I lose a piece to rook d1 there. That sucks. I thought I had bishop takes b2. But he just plays rook d1, and now both my bishops are hanging. It's really unfair. F5 was very dangerous there. I wasn't sure what was happening. No, I don't think knight b5 was a good move. He had to try f5, bishop e5, f6, queen c7, and I didn't know what was going on. I mean, I'm scared of the f5, f6, but I didn't see a clearly winning move for white. Although I wouldn't entirely be surprised if there was some rook sack or some kind of miraculous rook takes h7, some kind of mating attack. I didn't want him to get a pawn on f6, obviously. I had completely lost control of the position, as usual. Now he's like lost. It's just like my bishops are destroying the whole board. You couldn't ask for better bishop pair. Oh, it's just mate on c1. Yeah. But I just want to see that position when he played knight b5. Because I felt like I had totally lost control. I was afraid of f5. This may not work. No. Bishop e5 does win. I was scared of f6. But, luckily he doesn't have anything here. Alright. So it's not his move. He has to just make another move. White is slightly worse. But I had managed to almost completely screw it up. e5 was probably a bad move, no? Peter's not giving me a question mark. Wow. But a6 was better, that's what I mentioned. Maybe, maybe not. a6, anyone? This is much more natural. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to allow knight b5. But apparently this was my biggest mistake. Wow. Yeah, I was going to play d5. That was my original plan, but then I talked myself out of it. This was my original plan, believe it or not. And I didn't think I had, I wasn't sure if I had enough compensation. Compensation for what? No. B takes what? Arsenal fan, what are you talking about? Brother, Benoni brother. Smart John. You're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting. Oh my god, mother. You're not going to give up your Benoni bishop on c3, right? You would never do a thing like that. You're not suggesting that. Thus the little b. Not big B. Little b. Pawn takes c3 is okay. I think I had too much caffeine. The more iced tea. Benoni rule number 1, never trade your bishop on c3 unless it's good. It better bleeping work. Benoni rule number 7, never exchange your bishop on c3 unless you're 100% bleeping sure that it works. This is all anybody does against the English now. They'll either play e6 and do the Queen's Gambit, or g6 and do the King's Indian. So the English has no independent value. That's basically one of the reasons why I quit playing the English years ago. You almost never get interesting lines. Thanks everybody for joining the stream. Permission slip requested for trading bishop for knight. So this is the same as our first game. We had like d6, knight f3, castles, d3, e5, castles, knight c6. And I played the lane bishop g5. Do you want to try something different? Let's do, no, I hate to do that. I don't want to do e4 unless I'm sure he's not going to play Sicilian. I don't know. You can play e4. You can play the Botvinnik formation. I knew he was going to play c5, so we've got a symmetrical. Now this can still be a King's Indian, depending on what black does, technically. Where is everybody? Our new moderator. We should have at least like 15 new viewers with this new mod. Jutica changed their challenge to 10+3. Very well. We shall play it. Play it and they shall come. Yeah, it's better not to have sudden death, because it just degenerates into a bullet game, and I hate bullet and blitz. I started to hate blitz. It's enough. I like thinking and playing real chess, and it feels like if we play 7-minute, 10-minute, we can maybe even improve our like slow chess game. Well, opinions of Botvinnik English is like nothing great. I think, like, truthfully, the Botvinnik English is just sort of stupid. I mean, it's valid as a defensive setup, in my opinion. It's a valid defensive setup, you know, for black against the English, but as an offensive setup, it's just kind of lame, you know. But I mean, the English is kind of lame in general, right? Now, see, that's a weird move. So here, I mean, the main line is to take and transpose to symmetrical English. The other move is knight c6, trying to go into a pano. So you have two good options for black. But that's about it, really. I mean, what other moves does black have? It's either knight c6 or pawn takes pawn. There really is no other move for black here. You have two options. This just blocks in your bishop on c8. It's not a particularly good setup. You know, the same reason it's bad in the Benoni. So, I don't want to play d5 and necessarily maybe give him... Well, yeah, actually d5 is probably not that bad. But he might be able to play a6 and b5 or something. Let's see, d5, a6, a4. Yeah, you can play d5. Maybe d5 is good. I just hate playing the fianchetto Benoni with white. I'd still rather keep the tension, I think. There has to be another way to play this for white, other than pushing. Although it's not clear, like, where this bishop should go. Alright, let's do it. Let's just call it a good fianchetto Benoni, where the knight's bad on d7. Popeye. Dude, you never watched Popeye? I was like bored by that cartoon when I was a little kid. It was really repetitive and boring. Okay, d5. So he can't play e6. a6 met by a4. It's a hard, it's hard for black to do anything now. It's a bad square. Never put your knight on b6 in the Benoni. I guess unless it's like behind a pawn or something. There are some exceptions. When there's a knight on c4 and you're trying to trade it off, then it's good. Trying to exchange knights. Now he's going to get in e6, it looks like. Notably, black is blocking his own b pawn, which is important. Strategically? Yes? b3? No. Black will play e6 next. Alright, we're going to try something creative. I refuse to give way. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. No good of that, no good can come of that knight on b6 for black, basically. But he kind of had to do something. He had to do that to get this bishop out, but the point is he shouldn't have put it on d7 in the first place. b3. Thanks, but no. Every game has been only, ever since, Arsenal became moderator. It's a conspiracy. No, I'm not a big fan of b3. Uh-oh. Another knight. Hopping. Like a bunny. Got those magic knights jumping around. Bishop g5. Bishop f4. Probably it would be best to just ignore it. You would do well to just ignore it. Talking to myself. Do well, just ignore it. His knight's still misplaced on b6. It's like f4, bishop d4 check. Oof. It's not so great for me. Bishop e3. Preemptive. Arsenal, how's bishop takes c3? Is it time yet? Man, dude, you're aggressive. Wow, f5. Wow, f5. Unbelievable. Whew. Very uncompromising move. I have no idea what's going on now. Don't ask me. Arsenal like hinted at exchange sacrifices earlier. That's kind of interesting. Putting bad ideas in my head. No, I don't know. This game bothers me. Maybe I should have played knight takes. He actually did that. That's wild. I could have played bishop takes g6, but I rejected it. Probably I should have played it. Wow. It's like I'm objectively like losing now. Unbelievable you could play the whole game with your knight on b6. Looks like whatever I do, I just keep getting outplayed. Yeah, I was completely lost. Totally lost. Black played a great game. I mean, I don't know. That's why I hate bullet chess. I mean, the whole game just destroyed by time pressure at the end. Black played perfectly until he fell apart in time pressure. He showed a good example of bishop takes c3. I'm only saving the game after move 29. Horrible. I lost the thread here. I mean, I had bishop takes g6. Or I had it the next move. I thought about sacking the exchange here with bishop takes g6. I don't know if this works, though. I just didn't have enough time. No, it loses. It's not good enough. So I'm already lost. Yeah, I basically lost here. Bishop takes c3 is... I should have... I don't know, I didn't know what to do after f5, honestly. Bishop h6 seems like kind of stupid. T takes e6. Yeah. Black's completely winning. I thought f5 was a good move. The computer keeps wanting to play this. And just b3. And now the knight stays bad. But you can take with the pawn as well. It's no better. So that's instructive. After rook ae8. Yeah, best move. I'm lost strategically. And I'm down a pawn. I mean, he's starting like bishop f5. There goes my bishop pair. And now my c-pawn is weak. No, there's nothing I can do. It's just totally lost. I mean, the main point is that black's going to trade pieces. This is probably an objective mistake, you know. Yeah, he should just play bishop f5. I mean, that's the plan. Trading queens isn't the main thing. It's like just getting rid of the bishop pair. You wanted to do like rook takes e4. Yeah, it's a move, I guess. It looks like there I have counterplay, though. Can I even go maybe here? No, this isn't clear. You know, you sacked an exchange now. There's no reason to do that. He should just like try to trade the bishops off. Oh, Sumahair. We lost some challenges. Guys, we have I have like 50 minutes left. So time for a couple more games. Bad Benoni. No, black played really well. What I failed to appreciate was like how good it was for me to take on e6 after he played f5. See, I don't play the fianchetto Benoni really with white, so it's a little bit not my usual position. I don't get positions like this too often. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I could take here as well, actually. I didn't really consider it, you know, just taking on f5 looks safer. Then, you know, anything was safer structurally than what I did. I don't know what got into me. What did I play? I played f4, yeah. I would never play that in a slow game, but I was hasty. We are taking subscriber challenges first. Sumerian. Another classic crappy game by me. Like my tournament games from yesterday, we held a rapid tournament. I was lost in almost every game, and I managed to, or worse, or lost. It's a good chance to show my survival skills in bad positions. Yeah, chess mood. No, black was just totally winning. Half out of 5. I beat chess. Beat. I won against cheese mood. No, I won against cheese mate in the last round. He just like dropped a piece. I thought he was slightly better in the opening. I was totally lost against Shaki. Let's just keep the Benoni theme. I didn't get to play Sumahair. Oh yeah, I tried a Benoni move order against that opponent as well. But he turned it into English. It was d4, knight f6, c4, e6, g3. The dreaded, like, solid. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Oh, what are we gonna do now? The Benoni, right? This is the Benoni. It's good, like, nobody plays the 4 pawns attack here. Sorry, I have to go in like 45 minutes, guys. I enjoy playing Rapid way more than Blitz. We have time to think about the games a little bit. You know, my streams are not about having fun. It's about chess. Trying to play real chess. And it's a minority of people who appreciate that, of course. So, right. Must play g6. So, I'm glad you had a good move, Arsenal. Which game should I send you? Oh, for Thursday, tomorrow night already. It's already Wednesday. So tomorrow night we're doing our subscriber stream with game analysis. Game analysis. Well, dude, I'm sad that my stream was messed up by inexplicable connection problems to Twitch. I don't understand, like, why that happens. You know, maybe it's my internet. I don't understand. Like, it just was out of the blue. I did upload what I could from last week's stream. I play this so much more with white than with black. I've tried everything. Bishop takes, knight takes, a3. I've probably played castles. Arsenal's favorite line is a forced draw. That's funny. Some kind of forced draw. Takes, check. It's all relative. It's only a forced draw if you agree to a draw. If you never agree to a draw, it can't be a forced draw. 50 move rule. The New Yak? Who calls it that? Is that what it's called? Has a name? Interesting. Why? Why would it be called the New York variation? Nyaka. Yonkers. What does John Nunn know about Benoni? He plays Benoni, plays King's Indian. There are some transpositions. This wouldn't be one of them though. But Nunn actually, what does he call it? That in his like he mean like he has like an opening encyclopedia? I don't know what New York has to do with it. Unclear. He wrote a book in the 80s on the Benoni? Really? Are you sure? We have to fact check everything from Arsenal fan. John Nunn wrote a book on the Benoni? I think I would be like the expert on 80s books. My chess prime time. Did he? Maybe he did. Funny that I don't remember seeing that. Benoni for the tournament player? It must be some book that I never owned or... What was the publisher? Pergama? Really? Benoni for the tournament player? Damn. I never had that. I had a lot of books in that series. No, Everyman didn't exist back then. You're dating yourself again. Batsford. Maybe Batsford still exists. Batsford's probably still exists, but it's like under a different name, or they merged with another publisher of chess books or something. Sumaher, how do you not know this line? That's unbelievable. Oh my god, that's so scary. He doesn't know this variation. Never played bishop takes c3. Bishop takes c3. Ooh, that reminds me of the Joko or something. Bishop c3, pawn c3, knight c3, queen d3, knight b5, queen b5, bishop a6. Whatever. Bishop takes f1. Jeez. Do we really want to do that? Everyone knows it against you. Now he could play like other moves here. Bishop d3. Queen c2. Any sort of double attack, theoretically. But okay, I expect him to take. I take. He moves the queen. I take his bishop. Then he can try like funky stuff. But I think he has to take on b5. Take on b5, bishop a6, move the queen. Take on f1. You could play simply chop and try to trade his bishop off. I mean, I'm up. I mean, I don't know. I could take with the knight and take the pawn and be up a pawn, too. You know, like the simplest way to play it is just knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, c3. I'm up a pawn with a protected passer on c5. You know, I would think black's got a winning position. Well, I mean, like winning material here. I've talked about how bishop takes c3 is bad in the Benoni in general. But I'm like winning an entire exchange after knight takes c3, knight takes b5, followed by bishop a6, and bishop takes f1. I mean, it seems like a large amount of material. I'm up a pawn, better pawn structure, end up the exchange. I can give back the exchange after bishop h6 or something, still just be up a pawn and better structure. Honestly, I think like both moves are good. But this simplifies more than the other line. This forces a lot of exchanges. Or not. So he did play the move I mentioned, queen d3. Well, actually I said queen c2, but it's the same idea. Yeah, I mean, he's lost here, but only down a pawn. It's not that bad. Maybe this is a good practical decision. Now again, I could try to be materialistic. Maybe bishop f5. With material. That's right. Well, I mean, I think the simplification and with material is the important thing there. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking about bishop f5. Thinking about a number. No, I'm just going to come back. You can have it. Clear pawn up with no compensation for white. I said I'm a pawn up, but I'm not. I lied. Alright. I lied. I'm not up a pawn. God damn it. I just lied to you, people. His pawn on d5 is very weak. Bishop f5, you would cry. You would just take my guy. You know, why would you have to cry? You think I have to go for the material? Maybe you're right. That is not getting through. By the way, I have quadruple control of the queening square. Your pawn is not queening. I have bad news for you. Quadruple protected. Yeah, I know. Does your face hurt? What about rook e8? Rook e8. Bishop g5. Queen b6. Rook e1. This pawn has to go. Yeah, alright. Here. This is like the lamest, most conventional move ever. But if I had played bishop f5, he could have played like g4 or something now. You don't have g4. We can take a look after the game. Knight f2 is not really attacking anything, but your queen is attacked. Now you can take my bishop, right? Where's your knight? Maybe you lose your king side, I don't know. Like g4, knight f2, queen takes c3. I have now like knight takes h3 check. And bishop takes g4. Where's your knight? It's on f3. Possible like you lose your whole king side and I'm just totally winning. We can take a look at it after the game. I can't believe Sumer didn't know this variation. How have you not already played this with like Arsenal or other players here who play the Benoni? Asterbate doesn't know it well enough. But I would think you would have already had this variation against Arsenal in one of our tournaments. You've played this variation before. I just never played b5 because I assume everyone knows it. Taking up dentistry. Am I now up a pawn? Have you had a checkup lately? d5. Now you played it. I'm way ahead of you. Now where are you going? Oh my god. The tactical master. You've been a bad boy. Unbelievable. Oh man. Jeez. Try not to panic. Can't believe I blundered. Threw away the whole game. Wow. So unfair. I had the bishop pair. What bishop pair? What are you talking about? What bishop pair? No. Knight g7 was an option. Knight g7? Wait, how does that work? Damn, dude. You have to be the most materialistic person I ever met. That's unbelievable. Wow. Could I be winning this with two connectors? I can't believe how greedy he is to play that move. Bishop c7. It's like uber greedy. Wrong color rook pawn. It's not gonna matter. I can't believe he went B takes A. What's happening? I'm down 2 pawns. Yeah, good game. It's unbelievable. That's the worst in game I ever lost. Completely winning position. He had less time too. I lost a minus 6.7 position. How the heck can it happen? How can I lose this position? Look at this. He plays the best move, f4. I played the best move. He plays the best move, the only move, a5. Somebody's like, why didn't you take on d2? Well, how does my bishop stop both pawns? You know, what I don't understand is this. Somebody's like, oh, why didn't you take on d2? Well, I mean, how do I stop both pawns? I didn't think, I looked at this and I thought the f pawn's going. I didn't see this. a6, bishop d4, f5, bishop e3 check. I would have to calculate this far. How am I winning here? Shit, I'm winning. I thought it was like I couldn't stop the 2 pawns. I think I looked at only king c4. This is like the worst game ever. I mean, I was totally winning, then I was totally lost, then I'm totally winning again. I'm totally lost, by the way, here. Why? Unbelievable. Because of a4? I'm not lost. What's wrong with Stockfish? It's kicking out crazy vows because, okay, this is Sumahair's phone or something. I am not lost in this position. That is not correct. This graph is not correct. All right, let's delete that. The graph is not right. That's like somebody's phone analyzing it. No, it's not good. Study. Create study. I don't know. Who put it on their phone? Like Acerbate or something? Oh man, I don't understand. What? There's no way I'm lost in that bishop ending. I don't know, even my computer is thinking 2.9. What is this? The depth is too low? Why is it saying 2.9? I don't understand. How am I lost here? I just don't believe it. Can't believe Black's lost in this position. Wow. Is it possible I'm really lost in this position? I don't believe it. C4, takes. This is on the wrong color. King F1. Bishop G7. I could drop the A pawn. Man, I don't know. If I'm just dropping this pawn, I'm lost. Oh, this is really weird. Maybe I really am lost. No, it doesn't prove the engine's stronger than engines. The engine might be right. It just can't get far enough depth. Wow. So rook e8 is a blunder. Actually, his move was really bad. I don't know why he played rook e1 here. I thought he could play rook b6. This was unexpected, and I rushed with rook e8. So it's apparently it really is winning for white. Wow. But only with this move. Unbelievable. I'm just lost. Too many pawns on the dark squares. It's not a glitch. I think I'm really lost. The pawns become weak and the king comes over. It gets up to like depth 20. Man. Yeah, that's instructive. I blundered this tactic. +4. The massive cheapo. Arsenal's like, you've got the 2 bishops. Yeah, nice knowing you 2 bishops. I needed that comment right now. There's like no variation in existence, right? Where I keep the bishop pair, except if I sack the exchange. Well, I can do this, like give up the exchange. I seriously considered it. Oof. You know, but I was like, no, that's not a good idea. He has bishop e5. Alright, one last game. I really have to go. So I'm going to play this kind of quickly. Yes, your opening improvisation. Your opening improvisation is bad. Not knight f3. Come on. Rapid chess isn't much better than blitz. No, I mean, after knight g6, bishop takes g4, yeah, it's possible, but my d5 pawn is, like, hanging. It's not good. Knight f3. Wow, here we go again. At depth 40. Lakey's up to depth 40 now. Evaluation is 4 plus 3. I'm on tilt. Bishop h6. Bishop h6. Interesting. I have to go in like 15 minutes or less, so playing this one a little faster. Queen d3. You have that? Wow. It's funny how Bijak managed to play the endgame like the only conceivable way, where he loses and he actually won. It's ridiculous. Fianchettoed bishop. What an atrocious position for both sides this is. Yeah, I didn't know I was winning. I was afraid to take the bishop. I didn't imagine I could lose. What about the queen ending? You know, I didn't think I was losing that queen ending initially. Wow, h3? How does that work? Doesn't. Can't. I don't know how far he calculated here. And I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't think the queen ending was lost. Well, I mean, eventually it was. I must have had at least a perpetual check. But I was totally bummed that I was not winning. Say what? We'll be back tomorrow night. Game analysis. Oh, queen a5 check. Well, I mean, I might be losing there. You know, that's really hard now. Chess Video World just went maniac. He went maniac style. I don't know what this was. Knight there. Yeah, that wasn't good. But I bet bishop takes c3 is a good move. The theme of the day. Knight f3. Never had anyone really play that against me. Yeah, bishop takes c3 is best. Let's see in the lichess database how often people do that. You see, it's the best move by far, and if you put it to the average players on lichess, only 367 out of 7,000 players played bishop takes c3 check here. It's a good example of bishop for knight exchange, smashing his pawn structure. No master games of this position. Oh, you had e4. Dude, what an amazing move. e4. Reminding us of the Sumher variation of the Benoni. Knight f2, take the rook. But talking about that, actually, we have to go in 5 minutes. I just want to look at that last game. The opening. I don't really want to look at it, but analysis board. Sumher variation, probably very popular on lichess. Castles. It's the second most popular move. Well, what else is there really? It's funny, in real life, where's real life? People have played bishop d2 more readily than castles. So this is actually my best move. And again, yeah, if you ask people on lichess what the best move is, they're going to be like, nope, knight takes c3. This is the safe move to play, but it's not the best move. Bishop takes is better. Yeah, I expected queen c2. You played queen d3, which was inaccurate, I guess. We're probably still on lichess games. There's a couple lichess games. Notice both of those players were master level. It's kind of interesting. Thanks, moderator Arsenal. Yeah, so bishop f5 was a move, but it's not clear what the best is. It's funny that both those guys who are lichess 2300s played bishop f5. I mean, maybe they're computers or something. My move is better. According to Stockfish Depth 20, like bishop g7 is actually better. But no, it's actually, no, it's changing its mind. B takes c, knight g3. White won both games, ironically. This reeks of engine. Queen c4. Knight f1. Now king f1 is not an engine move. So I guess he's not an engine. Engine would play bishop h6. I was looking at stuff like this during the game. Literally. So it looks like those guys are not engines. Thank you, Agnes Kardewski, for 100 bits. Interesting game analysis. Yeah, the knight's trapped, so you don't have to take it right away. Yeah, that was riskier. I played the safe move. Novelty. Oh, now there's a transposition. Someone played queen b6. Which is weird. I don't like queen b6. This develops a piece. Best move by him. And now a6 I'm not sure about. Adler costume I would love to play, but I gotta go. And I don't play rated anyway. We gotta go. So a6 turned out to be the best move. You play bishop c6 question mark. And your pawn is weak. Queen c7 was the best move. Holy shit. I thought this was passive and I called it routine. So I played really well actually. Until a point. Probably this is inaccurate. But it was good enough. You know, the one other thing I wanted to see was, before we go, if you could do, you know, on the bishop f5, if you could do g4. I was mentioning this. In passing, it's kind of not so clear. It looks like it's not as clear as we thought. Wow. Because Sumer said like knight takes f2. Wow, this doesn't work. Queen takes c3, knight takes h3 check. King g2, bishop takes g4. And you're like winning. Oh man. I'm not surprised, you know. Totally not surprised. I've got to be very careful after g4. So apparently I have to play bishop g7. Now you take my bishop. Wow. Yeah, I didn't like this, you know. I wasn't sure what was going on. I would have had to have like jeopardized my pawn structure with pawn takes f5. You know, which is I guess okay, but I wasn't really sure, you know. I think I played the safest. It's like you shouldn't have played bishop c6. Alright, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Tomorrow night, we'll be live here with game analysis. Don't forget to submit your games. Thanks to Agnes Kardewski for donating 100 bits. Take care, everybody. Laters. Bye-bye, Arsenal. Moderator.